What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video today, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do a high taper fade. Stay to the end of the video to see this crazy transformation. Leave a rate 1 through 10, a like, a comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. So like I always say in all my videos, I start off every haircut with a scalp analysis. What that is you just take the comb through the hair, analyze the texture, the skin, and the patterns. So I usually start off with my guidelines, but he wanted to go wavelength all the way around. So just to get that step out the way, I pop my one guard on all the way open, and I just go with the grain, and I take it down until everything is smooth. So now that I got it down to the level that I want, I take my brush and I just keep brushing all the way around just to making sure I don't see uneven areas. So to start this fade off, I started my guideline in the back, and what I do is I get my trimmers, or you can use your clippers, and you want to go up a 1/2 inch, and you want to keep brushing just so you can see where the guideline is actually laying. So no different than any other fade for real. What I do is I open my lever all the way, and I go up another 1/2 inch, maybe to 1 inch, and I'm consistently brushing every time I'm making a new guideline. I brush. No matter if I'm making a guideline, if I'm lining them up, if I'm lining his beard up, you just got to keep on brushing so you can actually see where the hair is laying. Because looks can be deceiving. You might be thinking it's a straight guideline, but it's not. And while I'm down there, I get that bottom line out, and the way I do that is I close the lever halfway, then the lower I get, I close it all the way. So now we get into my third guideline. I get my one guard, I open it all the way, and I go up another inch or 1/2 inch, and I'm doing the same thing, but I'm paying attention more to the hair patterns because we're getting deeper into the fade. So to debulk the top of the fade, what I do is I get my 1.5 guard on, not the half guard, the 1.5 guard, and I go up and I just clean it up. I'm using my corners for real, but I'm cleaning up. And whatever that 1.5 don't get, I go behind it with my one guard open, and I'm using the corners of my one guard just to clean up the dark spots and the uneven areas that you see, like I'm about to do right now. And using the corners is the best thing you can do. You don't want to use the whole blade because you can make another guideline or gap them. So now that I got everything set in stone, I go ahead and tack that middle line. I don't waste no time. I close the half guard all the way. I put the half guard on and I close it all the way, and I just attack it until it gets lighter. And sometimes you might see another guideline in the making, but I'm gonna show you what to do after that. I pop my half guard off, and I open the lever all the way, and what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning up what the half guard didn't get. I'm using the corners, I'm going sideways, I'm going forwards, I'm going backwards. All I'm doing is trying to figure out the hair patterns, and I'm trying to get the line to light as possible because you don't want to leave a harsh line. And some people hair is real coarse, so the guards is not gonna get it all the way. And also, while you doing this, you know what I'm saying, you can see the detail work that you can do. As you can see, I'm going up higher into the fade. I'm using the corners. I'm making sure I'm not using the whole blade as I go higher so I won't gap them. So now I'm starting to taper fade in the front, and what I do is I start my guideline just like I did in the back. I started with my trimmers, or you can start it with your clippers. Starting it with your trimmers could leave a sharper line, which you have to work more to get the line out. If you start with your clippers, you'll be able to get it out with your clippers. It depends on the zero gap settings on your clippers and trimmers. Everybody's clippers and trimmers different, you know what I'm saying? But I'm doing the same steps I did in the back. First guideline, second guideline, I get the bottom line out, and after I get that bottom line out, I make sure I get my one guard. I open the one guard all the way open, and I go up another inch or 1/2 inch maybe. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go up too high to where you cutting into his waves. And when you do get high, you want to go with the grain. You don't want to go against the grain, because sometimes you could also leave another line that'd be hard for you to get out. So I go with the grain, and now I'm attacking the middle line with the half guard closed, just like I did in the back. I closed it halfway, and then I close it all the way. And it might leave another line in the fade, but what I do is I take my half guard off, and when I'm attacking that bottom line, I just use the corners like I did in the back. I'm detailing right now just because I seen some little dark spots that I could, clean up. So I put my one guard on, and I you know, I just clean it up. And now I'm attacking that bottom line all the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure everything is smooth and everything is, you know what I'm saying? Everything is smooth. That's all you want to make sure. Everything is laying down smooth. When you brush it, you don't want it to make another line. So I'm using my mirrors, and you know, you want to have good lighting in the shop. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you want to do, have good lighting in the shop. And while I got time, y'all, I want to appreciate y'all for tapping in with the video, man. Y'all stay to the end to see the transformation. You know what I'm saying? I've been working every day. I'm about to be posting a lot, you know. And if you already ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to me, you know what I'm saying, while you got the time, or you can like the video. You don't have to subscribe, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in your notifications. I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put my young barbers, I'm trying to put anybody, not even young, anybody that want to cut on game. So now that I'm done with the high taper fade, I go ahead and line the back up just so I can get that step out the way. So when I lay them back for the hot towel and everything, the back is already done, you know. I start from the back and I end in the front. And what I do is you can push that vertical line on his back taper back. So I try to keep it closer to his neck. So this client particularly likes a high beard. You know what I'm saying? He used to get a chin strap, but now, you know, he's trying to keep his beard high as possible. But I fade the beard the same exact way as I'm fading the low taper or the high taper, whichever taper it is. First guideline, second guideline, bottom line out, middle line out, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, if you want to debulk, I learned to debulk the beard. I'm fading down. So it's the same exact steps, except you moving down, you know what I'm saying? You're not going up. And I make sure I use my half guard just to fade in them dark spots with the top of the beard. So now I'm prepping for the lineup. I get my shaving cream like I showed y'all in my last video. If you didn't see that, go check it out. And I just put it on his beard and in his hairline. After the shaving cream is applied, I let the hot towel sit for like 2 to 3 minutes. And I just wipe off any excess shaving cream off his hairline and off his beard. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure everything is clean, man. And I get my holding spray. I get me a neck strip and I just dab the holding spray on his hairline and I dab it on his beard, and I get my brush and I brush the hairs into the holding spray so everything can hold together. And that's about it for my prep.
Canelo fought a boxer, he got his ass whooped.
And that's the same thing that was going to happen with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, bro.
Hold on, wait, when did Canelo get his ass whooped, though? That's what I'm saying, that was the only time.
And Bivol. He can't fight no boxer, bro. No pure boxer.
And that was just a little barbershop conversation that we had. We was talking boxing. I'm excited for September 13th, Canelo and Terrence Crawford. Y'all comment and let me know who y'all think gonna win that fight. I said that Canelo has trouble with boxers like Bivol and Floyd, so I think Terrence Crawford is gonna go in there and use that game plan against him, and he's gonna come out victorious. But other than that, with the hairline, I start off from in the middle and I work my left to right and I use my enhancements. You wanna make sure you're using your mirrors every time. No matter if you fading, if you line them up, if you lining the mustache up, use your mirror. You know what I'm saying? Do not just rely on your eyes, because like I always say, the mirror gonna catch what the eyes can't see. So for the beard, what I do is I line up with my trimmers first, just to make sure everything is solid, and then I go in my razor. So now that I use my trimmers first, I go in with my razor and I stretch the skin with my left hand and my thumb, and I go real light. You know, a razor can really cut somebody really bad, you and the client. So you want to be careful as possible. It doesn't take a lot for a razor to cut your fingers, or you could go over a razor bump or anything. So you want to be careful. When I was in school, they was using the bloom, and if the bloom popped, you were using the razor too hard. So just be careful. And this is the final result, man. Y'all leave a like, a comment, man. Y'all leave a rate. Let me know, man, how I did with this high taper. And y'all stay tuned for the next video.